Ages ago, maybe more than thousands of years ago, a shaman lived on one of the world's highest point, the Tibetan Plateau. Well before the Romans ruled the world, he stayed there with his doting wife Yami. The shaman was extremely powerful man. He could summon the unseen spirits to obey all his command. He had thousands of spirits residing within him. He could heal people's illness and drive away demons. You can imagine how powerful he was. But such manifestations were accomplished at the expense of sacrifices. The sacrifice was most likely of an animal, but human beings were also included at the time. Those times were full of enormous supernatural events. It all started when one day the shaman was performing his ceremonial chant to call upon the spirit, the Uyu, asking them not to destroy the paddies of the nearby village in exchange for the sacrifice that he would offer. The spirits agreed to his proposal and spared the paddies, thereby bringing prosperity to the entire village. The villagers were overjoyed and celebrated with the harvest. However, as the season passed, they forgot all about the shaman's help. They forgot, and his mercy that made them move from a state of despair to cheer. Now, the learned elders of the village discussed among themselves, what makes the shaman so mighty that he is able to invoke the spirit and convince them to do as he wishes? Few of the villagers, including Minkang, who was the village leader, Yami, Talar, and Takar, all the siblings, gathered near the village pond. They unanimously decided to travel to the neighboring village and pay a visit to the shaman. After continuously walking for 2 weeks, they finally reached the shaman's village. Upon reaching his house, they saw him sitting in a meditative position and chanting his signature ceremonial song. Minkang, along with the villagers, Minkang was the leader. So he, along with the villagers who had accompanied him, hid behind the bushy trees and decided to observe the shaman's activities and miracles he performed from a safe distance. They saw that while chanting and summoning the spirit, the shaman picked up a hand toward the chest and plucked out the lungs. He then peered closely at the lungs and liver of the hand and was engrossed in deep thought. Yami whispered, "Hey Takar, what on earth is the shaman chanting?" Talar said, "Stay silent, just watch and listen." Takar voiced that a shaman might be summoning the spirit to work their magic. Minkang then instructed everyone to stay still and not move until the shaman posed a danger to them. He continued, "It's only after being assured that everything is alright that we will come out of this bush and greet him, okay?" Okay, everyone nodded in agreement. Alright. Yami was just a teenager. She was a teenage girl. She was mesmerized by the shaman. His eyes, his way of chanting, and his demeanor. Everything about him attracted towards her. The shaman chopped the hand in the namra inside the house and uttered a loud cry. "Ngok uyu nok lagawang takam dadina atom ijudu itokom sinyingom ayaselo nimago jirutoka." Means, "Oh great spirit, you have always answered my call, but this year I seek your help in getting myself a wife, beautiful wife." On hearing this, Yami was thrilled. She forgot everything about her leader Minkang's warning. Majja bola tha. Yami forgot. She could not resist falling head over heels in love with the shaman and immediately sprang out of the bush, walking hurriedly towards his house, towards the shaman's house. The shaman, who was animatedly chanting, got distracted by her footsteps. He was unaware that a woman was hastily approaching his house. He was unaware of that, okay? He summoned the ghost, the spirit, the Uyu, to see who it was. where the sound was coming from, and who dared to disturb him in the midst of his ritual chant. "This is outrageous," he roared. What did the spirits do? What happened to Yami? She disturbed the shaman. Did the shaman find out? What were the reaction of Munkang, Tabu the hunter, Talar, and Takar, who witnessed it all? Thank you, guys.